watching WKYT News at noon.
Our WKYT election coverage continues now. Barbara Bailey and Bill Bryant reporting after a historic presidential campaign, which at times seemed to rewrite the rules. The big day is finally here.
It's been a dramatic year and a half or so, right? The pitch from Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump is complete. The rest is now up to American voters. The nominees, not leaving any room to spare between the campaign and the vote, stumped all the way into this morning. Reed Binion leads our campaign 2016 coverage here at 12:30.
Midnight.
Voters in Dixville Notch, New Hampshire, casting ballots at the stroke of midnight in an election day tradition, even as the nominees themselves pushed forward with one final round of stumping. Clinton and Trump ending Monday's campaign schedule on Tuesday with dueling rallies that ran into the morning hours.
Did you ever think you'd be hearing a major speech like at around close to 1 o'clock in the morning? Are we crazy?
Tomorrow you can vote for a hopeful, inclusive, big-hearted America.
The overnight events followed a dizzying day of stops in key states as the nominees made their final pitch. Clinton campaigning with the boss, Bruce Springsteen, and the big boss, President Obama, introduced by First Lady Michelle Obama. Lady Gaga also stumping for Clinton.
Go out and vote for Hillary Clinton. I think it's time to come to mama.
Trump knocking the celebrity appearances.
We don't need Lady Gaga.
Just a day after receiving some eyebrow-raising support from outspoken rocker Ted Nugent.
I got your blue state right here, baby.
The campaigns, despite their competing ideas and dueling celebrity support, did seem unified on one initiative on the final day, the importance of voter turnout.
Go out and vote tomorrow.
Let's get out and vote.
I ask you to vote. Good luck. Get out there. I did my thing.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
What a year, huh? The Commonwealth carries 8 electoral votes, each candidate, of course, needing 270 from across the country to be elected. Kentucky has been projected as a win for Donald Trump. At least he's been leading in the late polls in the Commonwealth.
One of the most watched races here in Kentucky is between incumbent Republican Senator Rand Paul and Democratic Lexington Mayor Jim Gray in their race for the United States Senate. Gray cast his ballot this morning at Harrison Elementary here in Lexington, where he'll be watching the results tonight. Senator Paul will vote in his hometown of Bowling Green later today and will check out the results from his campaign headquarters in Louisville.
Incumbent Republican Andy Barr is taking on Democratic challenger Nancy Jo Kemper in the race for Kentucky's 6th District congressional seat. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is tracking that story right now, and she joins us with the latest. Hillary?
Well, it certainly has been a steady stream of voters at most polling places here in Lexington. This morning, both candidates for United States Congress getting in those lines to cast their votes. Congressman Andy Barr doing so with his family here at Morton Middle School.
Every time that the American people, whether it's my family or other families that we represent, have an opportunity to elect their own government, it is a reminder of the tremendous sacrifice of those who have come before us to give us that freedom, to give us that privilege.
Instilling that appreciation to his 2 young daughters who were by his side along with his wife making their way to the voting booth this morning. Congressman Barr looking forward to results from today, saying it is the culmination of a lot of hard work by numerous people after casting his vote following his election day tradition of getting some breakfast at Wheeler's Pharmacy. Meanwhile, his opponent, Reverend Nancy Jo Kemper, casting her vote. She too looking forward to tonight's results, saying she's extremely proud of her campaign and what they have accomplished leading up to today.
I've never voted for myself before, that's for sure. And so it's humbling, I'll tell you that. The other side of it is it reaffirms my whole belief in the importance of what I was doing, and I value that.
Both Congressman Barr and Reverend Kemper will be watching the results come in this evening at their respective watch parties. In Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
All right, Hillary, thank you. And Barr and his supporters will be at the Campbell House in Lexington tonight. Kemper and her team will be watching the results at the Manchester Music Hall. Among the other races we're tracking throughout the day at WKYT News, Democrats and Republicans are battling for control of the Kentucky State House. That is the last legislative chamber in the South that is still controlled by Democrats, who here in Kentucky currently hold a 6-seat advantage.
Now, a spot on the state Supreme Court also is up for grabs. 2 appeals court judges in the running for that. There are some other judicial races and local council or commission races in cities around the state. Now, as for voter turnout, Kentucky Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes predicts 60% of the state's registered voters will head to the polls today. Others think it may be a little higher than that, so we'll see. Grimes says she's hoping all of Kentucky's 3.3 million registered voters cast their ballots. Voters have until 6 o'clock tonight when polls close. Fayette County Clerk Don Blevins predicted turnout locally could be as high as 75%. A reminder, if you intend to vote, remember to bring a driver's license, passport, or some other form of identification. Polls are open until 6 p.m., and as long as you're in line by 6, you will be allowed to vote.
And stay with WKYT throughout the day for complete election coverage. We'll have special coverage on air, online, and on our Facebook page. And we'll have the first results on air when those polls close at 6 o'clock tonight. You'll also find a complete list of the results at WKYT.com.
In other news, dozens of firefighters are trying to gain control of a wildfire in Powell County. Crews say the fire there on Tunnel Ridge Road is growing. And while it's at about 95 acres now, they expect it to burn at least 300 acres. Across the state, 33 wildfires are burning nearly 16,000 acres, with the largest of those fires being in Breathitt, Harlan, and Letcher counties.
We also have a warning for Kentucky hunters this afternoon. With deer hunting season starting this weekend, the National Forest Service is asking hunters to take some extra precautions because of those forest fires throughout the state. They say campfires are currently banned outside of marked recreation areas. Portable camp stoves and lanterns are allowed. A former Madison County teacher accused of having sex with a student has accepted a plea deal. Court workers say Brandy Whitaker pleaded guilty to trying to coerce a student into having sex with her. The rape and sexual abuse charges against her have now been dropped. Whitaker is expected to receive a 1-year sentence. She taught biology at Madison Southern High School, but resigned after being charged last year. Well, still ahead on WKYT, cancer survivors are living longer but still dealing with serious health issues.
And vitamin D deficiencies can lead to more serious problems. That's all ahead.
We do have a chance of rain during the afternoon hours, but it's not a great chance. I'm going to go through that timeline for you and show you when the bulk of the rain moves on through and what is back behind that. It's going to be very chilly. I'll have that coming up next.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
We have some rain back toward the west. Remember, a lot of this is not reaching the ground. Most of it's actually not. I haven't heard of any reports back toward the western zones from anybody on Twitter or Facebook. So there is some good news for us if we're trying to get out and vote here in the next couple of hours. But I will tell you this, if it does reach the ground, it's going to be very light, maybe sprinkles at best out of this. But yeah, we're going to be seeing that pass on through, and more than likely you're just going to see some clouds roll over you. But I just can't rule out a couple of showers actually reaching the ground, reaching the surface we walk on, because you just have such a dry air mass underneath those clouds. So we go through the afternoon, small chance, a couple of showers are possible. Then we hit the evening hours. Evening and nighttime hours is when the best opportunity of rain slides on in here. So 6 p.m., a few showers are possible, but for the most part, we'll stay dry during that time too. So voting time, we're talking mid-60s. We're looking at a small chance of rain. Head off toward the evening and nighttime hours. That's when the majority of the rain rolls through. When you are asleep later on tonight, you will have the bulk of the rain over you, and it'll be falling on your yards. You won't even know it's falling outside. It rolls on by. No thunderstorms expected. And so once that pushes on through, then you're talking about some much cooler air tomorrow. It's going to be dry tomorrow. It's really during the morning hours, I'd say 5 to about 8 a.m. is when you can see the bulk of the rain move out of the southeast. And so once that passes on through, then that cold air slides on in. These are highs tomorrow. 40s and 50s. It's going to be very, very chilly. Believe it or not, that's not even the coldest day in our forecast. Look over towards Saturday. We're at 46 degrees for a high. Now, there is a slight chance of rain there for Saturday, but 46 degrees for a high, that's not going to feel that great. But it is November. I mean, we kind of expect at least some cold snaps here and there. We just haven't seen those or felt those lately. We're sitting there in the 30s for overnight lows Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. More than likely, we will hit our first widespread freeze across the area there for the weekend, off into early next week, and even long range, guys. I don't see the 70s, the 80s back into the forecast, meaning consecutive days here and there. So you can say goodbye to those for now. We'll see if we get it in maybe a week or two.
Well, as crazy as the weather always is, it's going to be more of the back and forth.
Well, you keep swiping that by, maybe it says March eventually, right?
Yeah, we'll get there.
Thank you, Micah. Can low levels of vitamin D increase your risk of bladder cancer?
And new data on childhood cancer survivors. Jamie Yukas has details in this Better Living report.
A new study suggests that young cancer survivors may be living longer, but many still struggle with health issues. Doctors tracking 14,000 adult survivors of childhood cancers found that although survival rates increased, patient health did not necessarily improve over time. Doctors in the UK report around 17% of women diagnosed with breast cancer have symptoms other than a lump. Researchers said women with breast abnormalities, pain, and inflammation were slower to seek help than women who found a lump. And British scientists report vitamin D deficiencies are linked to an increased risk of bladder cancer. The body produces vitamin D through exposure to sunshine and foods such as fish and eggs. Doctors say there's growing evidence on the importance of maintaining adequate vitamin D levels. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Jamie Yukas, CBS News, New York.
And coming right up, it's a fitting name for a race hosted by a Lexington band, the Dunbar Dash. Run your brass off.
You can take part next on WKYT.
Welcome back in. Great to have you here on WKYT on this election day. Well, the Paul Lawrence Dunbar Band is hoping that you will join them and run your brass off. Isn't that a good name?
I love the name.
The band is hosting the Dunbar Dash 5K.
To learn more about it, we're joined by Linda Sherritt with the PLD Band Parents Association, along with Ellen Danford, a student at Paul Lawrence Dunbar. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having us. It's a wonderful opportunity for us.
When you think of bands, you don't necessarily think of a race, but so how did this all come together?
Well, we are solely funded by the Band Parents Association and the fundraising that we do. So we thought we would offer the community a wonderful opportunity to get out and get some fresh air, some exercise at the beautiful Kentucky Horse Park, and come together and support students and music education. You know, the Lexington Fayette High Schools have wonderful band programs, wonderful music programs. In fact, all of the Fayette County high school bands made it into the semifinals at our state competition a couple of weeks ago. And two of those 4 bands made it to the finals, including the Dunbar Band.
Well, I tell you, we do have wonderful music programs here in town. It's a great thing to see. Ellen, you're a student at Dunbar. You also run track, and you're in the band.
Yeah.
So you all of these interests going out there. Tell us, what is it like to take part in something like this? Why is this going to be a special event?
Band is just great for me because it taught me responsibility, especially, and just diligence and how to work hard, which is just, it's going to help me for my whole life, I think. And it's great because it's just my family. Band is my second home, and just everyone is so kind, and it's a lot of friends.
Well, you spend so much time rehearsing and working in band. I guess it really does have that family feel.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We were talking about the Kentucky Horse Park is a wonderful course. You've run some other races out there. It's really a lot of fun. Somehow the horses kind of inspire you, don't they?
Absolutely.
Tell us about where the money goes that will be raised by this event.
Yeah, well, like I said before, the band is solely funded by the Band Parents Association. We raise money through parent contributions, corporate sponsorships, and fundraising opportunities like the 5K. The money all goes back to the band. We use it to travel to our competitions. When the pet band has to play for the football games and the basketball games, we feed the kids after school. We have 140 students, and it takes a lot of food to feed even just our tuba section. So, and then on top of that, we have to buy music. We have to maintain our instruments. Sometimes we have to replace instruments. So we have lots of expenses in the band. On average, the marching band cost per student is about $1,800.
Wow.
And that's 140 students strong. And then on top of that, this year we are trying to raise money to replace our 13-year-old uniforms. So we really need as much support as we can get so we can continue.
A lot of people coming out there. On November 19th, the race starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. Check in at 8 o'clock. At the Kentucky Horse Park.
Sounds like fun, and pldband.org for more information about the band and the race. And thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.
Well, Lexington is about to become a winter wonderland.
At least a patch of downtown, and you can be a part of it, and you'll find out how. Coming up on WKYT. Welcome back. Great to have you here on WKYT. The temperatures may be a little warm right now. At least it's been warmer than normal to this point. But soon, in fact, starting tomorrow, it's going to be cooler around here, and it'll soon be feeling like Christmas. The Unified Trust Company Ice Rink opens next weekend at Triangle Park.
I can't believe it's already time for this. Catherine Minton, the interim president of the Downtown Lexington Corporation, is here to tell us all about it. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it. So when we say next weekend, we're talking about when?
Well, this Saturday it's going to open.
Saturday.
Yes, so at 10 a.m. you'll be able to come downtown, put your skates on, and skate for 90 minutes if you can do it.
It's going to be cold that morning, so it's going to start to feel more like that it's seasonal.
Yes, I was a little worried about us being able to make ice. So,
Well, what do you think it does to that feeling that you have downtown to have this ice rink open?
it just adds to the overall vitality. It really puts people in the holiday spirit, and it's another thing to do in downtown.
Yeah, and you would want people to remember that after they do some skating, there is really a lot to do. Tell us about some of the things that people can enjoy, particularly during the holidays downtown.
Well, there is so much to do. With the ice rink, you can go across the street, get a bite to eat, you can go shopping, you can look at the Christmas lights. And the Christmas tree will be going up soon too. So really so much to do.
You talked to the people who are the business people downtown. Did they tell you that having this ice rink helps their business too, even though they're not involved in it?
Oh, they love it. And even if the people aren't going that day, people are seeing what new and exciting things there are downtown. So it's really a win-win.
Do you think there are some who maybe they won't take part and get on the ice, but they like to come down and look and take part in those other activities?
Yes, it's a great activity for the whole family. The kids can skate, mom and dad can get a hot chocolate at that cafe in the park, take pictures, and then everyone can walk around after.
Well, this is really something. There's not a lot of ice time available here in Lexington, so this is really a great opportunity for people.
It is, and it's a great winter activity to get out of your house, get active, and get in the holiday spirit.
Is there ever difficulty in making the ice? I mean, you said you had some concerns, and I remember there was a day or two last year that they had an issue down there, but you feel pretty good that everything is ready to go.
I know we desperately need the rain, but the rain is our enemy when we're trying to make ice. But there is a nice layer of ice down there right now, and the chiller is working at full steam, I'm sure.
Now, can anybody come out and skate, or do you have an age limit?
Yes, anyone can come out and skate. Younger kids, of course, need to be accompanied by their parents, and the parents can skate along too and help them. So.
All right, so opening up Saturday, and
Yes.
it's 10 until 11, and then once it opens and rolls out on Saturday, is it open right on through the season?
Yes, it'll be open till the beginning of January, and it's open 7 days a week.
Okay.
Very good.
Appreciate you
Well,
coming.
Thank you.
And it's going to be feeling a little bit, as we said, more like we're deep into fall and Thanksgiving and the holidays. Let's check in with Micah before we go.
Oh, no doubt about it. Two fronts with us. One tomorrow, really, it's overnight and into tomorrow. And then we're looking at one on Saturday, which will be extremely cold. Talking 40s for highs for the most part. I want you to pay attention to what's going on Defender. Remember, radar's picking up on rain up above the surface, but the surface is so dry. A lot of this isn't even reaching the ground. Still, some of it will, so a couple of showers, a couple of sprinkles the rest of the afternoon. But the main bulk of the rain actually comes through later on this evening and off into the nighttime hours, meaning it's going to be after polls actually close. So it looks way worse, a lot worse than it really is. Just a couple of showers here and there. Nobody with a washout until we go through the nighttime hours and into tomorrow morning. After that, guys, then we're talking about 50 degrees, which will actually put you in the mood to head out to the ice skating rink and do a little ice skating, because it is going to be chilly tomorrow. And on your Saturday, Chris Bailey been here at 4 p.m. to get you updated.
All right, so it all works out. And we want to thank you for joining us for WKYT News at noon on this busy election day, and we're here with coverage all day.
Election coverage. Go vote.